Since the Industrial Revolution and the normalization of cars, European and American companies have dominated the automotive industry. From Ford's Model T to the BMW E30 M3, it is fair to concede that other continents did not really get the chance to be on the forefront of innovation as far as automobiles are concerned. With that being said, things drastically changed in the 80s and 90s as the Japanese started producing some excellent sports cars. Stunned by the critics when they first entered the market, Asian car companies have since earned their stripes. As a matter of fact, several Asian cars have reached the classic status are now sought after by car fans globally. Some of the best old muscle cars from Japan are now worth as much as a nice home in a respectable state. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at 10 Asian cars that can put Western ones to shame. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more awesome auto guides and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you know when we publish a new video. So now let's cut to the chase. At 10, 1998 Subaru Impreza STi 22B. First introduced in 1992, the Subaru Impreza was a replacement for the Leone. The Impreza really became something serious when Subaru introduced the WRX trim. Though the WRX was not made available in the US for the first generation, things changed during the subsequent years. And while things remained mellow in the US, a real storm was brewing in Japan. The Impreza STi 22B is one of the coolest special edition Subaru Imprezas. While American car makers were busy manufacturing less than respectable muscle cars, Subaru cooked up a truly amazing sports car. The Impreza STi 22B comes with a turbocharged 2.2-litre flat-4 engine that makes 276 horsepower to the wheels and 268 pound-feet of torque. Next up at 9, 2002 Nissan Skyline R34 GTR V-Spec. Originally manufactured by Datsun, the Skyline is a true Japanese icon. To most JDM fans out there, the Nissan Skyline is up there with the Toyota Supra Mark IV. They are legendary Japanese cars that are worth the price they are worth today. While the R35 is a terrific vehicle, hardcore Skyline fans may claim that the last true Skyline was in fact the R34. The Skyline R34 GTR was made popular among people with an interest in cars thanks to the movie Fast and Furious. It was Paul Walker's car of choice in both on and off screen. Paul Walker's love for the R34 is widely shared among Japanese car fans. The twin turbocharged 2.6-litre inline-six engine is factory rated at 276 horsepower and 289 pound-feet of torque. It is widely known that the R34 can produce triple that amount of power. Next up at 8 is the 2018 Aspark Owl. Elon Musk and his company Tesla have somewhat revolutionized the EV scene. In the past, EVs were essentially repulsive, but great as far as gas saving is concerned. One blatant example is the GM EV1. Things have greatly changed in the last 10 years. With nations like China becoming major players on the global stage, electric cars are now at the center of automobile industry. The Aspark Owl, which is not the best name in the world, is the fastest accelerating production car in the world. This may hurt the feelings of both gas-powered vehicles and domestically brewed EVs, but this Japanese hypercar is by definition what is best these days on the market. Going from standstill to 60 in 1.9 seconds, yes, 1.9, the Owl will obliterate any EVs made in Europe or North America. At 7, 2019 Kia Stinger GT2. In the past 2 decades, Kia positioned itself as the provider of SUVs and minivans that will please any carpool mom from suburbia. Kia was not known for its sports sedans until recently. The Korean automaker came out with 2 impressive sedans, namely the K5 GT and the Stinger GT2. These 2 cars have shown European car makers that Japan was no longer the only threat coming from the East. The Kia Stinger GT2 is the type of Korean cars gearheads would love to own. It is far cheaper than most European sports sedans and produce enough power to surprise anyone. The twin turbocharged 3.3-litre DOHC V6 makes 365 horsepower and 376 pound-feet of torque. The Stinger GT2 goes from 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds, which is far better than the Dodge Charger RT of the same year. At 6, the 2020 Toyota Yaris GR. Most people tend to live in urban centres where jobs are plentiful. These crowded areas are becoming increasingly expensive, with rent, utilities, groceries and even parking costing more than ever. It is also difficult to navigate through a metropolis using an oversized pickup truck. Finding parking can become a stressful ordeal. Consequently, people living in cities have adopted much smaller vehicles. The Yaris GR is the ultimate hot hatch. It trumps the Volkswagen Golf R or the Ford Fiesta RS by a long shot. First, the Yaris GR is far lighter than the two aforementioned hatchbacks. Second, the motor found underneath the hood is absolutely insane. The turbocharged 1.6-litre 3-cylinder engine makes a whopping 257 horsepower to the wheels and 265 pound-feet of torque. At 5, the 2020 Acura NSX. Acura is not the only luxury division of Honda, it is also geared towards performance. Though there is some overlap between Honda and Acura depending on the countries, the Acura badge is usually found on Honda cars with a wild side. A couple of months ago, Acura brought back its Integra. The Integra was never as insane as the NSX, but it is perceived as a terrific vehicle by JDM fans. Acura brought back the NSX, but this time it was no longer solely powered by a gasoline engine. The combination of the 3.5-litre V6 and the electric engines produce a total of 573 horsepower and 476 pound-feet of torque. The power is distributed to all four wheels, which makes a huge difference with the electric engine. The NSX goes from 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. Impressive. At 4, the 2020 Toyota Camry TRD. One of the most popular sedans in the United States is a Toyota. In fact, the most popular mid-size pickup truck in America is also a Toyota. Over the past couple of decades, Toyota has been on a quest to become America's favourite brand when it comes to motor vehicles. This can be a double-edged sword, as people may steer clear from Toyota vehicles since they are so common. Toyota did not fail from taking this into account. At first glance, it is easy to tell that the Camry TRD means business. It looks racy and ready to take on some of the most respected sports sedans out there. Though Toyota could have given the Camry TRD a little more power, the 3.5-litre V6 still makes a respectable 301 horsepower and 267 pound-feet of torque. It is clear that the Camry TRD is one of the greatest Toyota sports sedans of all time. At 3 now, the 2021 Genesis G90. Until recently, people looking for a high-end full-size sedan would go for something like the BMW 7 Series or the Lincoln Continental. In fact, cars such as the Mercedes-Benz S-Series or Cadillac CT6 are being threatened by a new kind of luxurious full-size sedans. Originating from South Korea, these beautiful sedans are just as attractive as the luxurious boats made in Europe or North America. Hyundai adopted the same business model as the most prominent Japanese car manufacturers. By creating Genesis, Hyundai set the tone for a new era. When looking at the G90, it is fair to say that German car makers should seriously rethink their strategy. The luxurious full-size sedan comes with the same twin-turbocharged 3.3-litre V6 found in the Kia Stinger GT2. The interior of the G90 looks as if it belonged to a high-end German car. At 2, 2021 Lexus LC500 Inspiration Series. The Japanese giants have all developed a luxury division. Nissan has Infiniti, Honda has Acura, Toyota has Lexus. In the States, Lexus is considered as one of the best luxury imports out there. As a matter of fact, Lexus came to the point of becoming a serious rival to BMW, Mercedes-Benz and Audi despite having been created in 1989. Lexus is known for hitting the nail right on the head. It has released a plethora of tremendous vehicles over the years. That being said, the LC500 is a notch above everything currently available in Lexus's lineup. On top of being gorgeous, the LC500 comes with a naturally aspirated 5-litre V8 that makes 471 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. The Inspiration series comes with several carbon fibre elements and exquisite black Alcantara sports seats. And finally, at number 1, 2021 NIO EP9. Chinese cars have been the laughingstock of the global automotive industry. As they seem to have been made of paper mache, they tend to crumble quite easily. Moreover, the vast majority of Chinese cars are just knockoffs of well-established brands. Things have drastically changed since the EV craze started. Chinese unicorns have mushroomed and proved that they are fully capable of manufacturing something crazy. For those petrolheads who have a thing for trading, the name NIO is very familiar. The Chinese automaker was all the rage back in early 2021. However, the value of NIO stock corrected itself and went down. As far as the EP9 is concerned, it is a terrific electric hypercar that is powered by electric batteries that produce a total of 1,341 horsepower. And there you have 10 Asian cars that can put Western ones to shame. Did you like what you saw? Let us know in the comments down below. Share this video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fantastic auto guides. See you next time.